Okay then guys, what's going on? Cloud Plays here. Welcome back to another video here on the channel. Today we're inside of Starfield and we have got so much information for you guys, including Nvidia boosts for those of you guys not using AMD graphics cards. We've also got Starfield city maps that are now starting to make its breakthrough. On top of that, we have also got a big review slump that has been happening inside of Starfield that we want to take a look at, and something in the game that costs 350,000 credits. I know, bloody expensive. With that being said, if you haven't already, smash that beautiful blue thumbs up and subscribe with post notifications turned on. It'd be greatly appreciated. On top of that, make sure you check out our sponsor, Advanced GG, the #1 clinically proven energy supplement on the market. My favorite flavor is cherry vanilla, but you guys can catch an array of flavors via the link in the description, and using code CLOUD at checkout will get you a cheeky discount. With that being said, let's dive on in to some Starfield information. So Nvidia boosts Starfield performance with GPU driver update. Now, the Nvidia will automatically update its drivers to improve Starfield's performance on the RTX 30 and 40 series GPUs. They are rolling them out automatically over the air. Updates will enable resizable bar and boost Starfield performance for its latest GPUs. Today, Nvidia is releasing a resizable profile for Starfield, which increases performance of the GeForce RTX 40 series and the 30 series desktop and laptop GPUs. Technical marketer at Nvidia, Andrew Burns, actually posts out in a blog, and in their testing scenario, GeForce 40 series desktop GPUs see an average of 5% increase in performance. Now, Nvidia's updates came just days after the experts at Digital Foundry found that Starfield is a bizarrely worse experience on Nvidia and Intel compared to the AMD GPUs. Digital Foundry found issues with Intel CPUs and a 46% performance gap between AMD's Radeon RX 6800 XT and the Nvidia's RTX 3080 in Starfield. That's an unusually large gap, and they've seen a massive difference in it. Now, we'll have to see if the new resizable BAR profile update helps to close it. So make sure you're checking on your drivers and make sure that your GPU is upgraded if you have got the 30 or 40 series. Apparently, it makes a massive difference in comparables with the game, and this is something that has been circulating around the last 24 hours, and people are saying that it is definitely making a huge difference, to say the least. But on top of that though, here are some Starfield city maps since the game doesn't have any. Forbes actually put up an article with an amazing website called starfielddb.com, where we can actually get hold of the maps inside of the game. Now, these aren't just any maps either, with a selection of integrated guides to important locations such as the New Atlantis, Neon, Sidonia, Aquila City, and many more on the way. Once you've got your head around the Starfield maps, you can get to grips with how you're going to travel the settled systems with the Starfield Ships Guide. Now, there is so much inside of this website that you definitely have to bookmark it. Inside of this, you can do absolutely all sorts, including an interactive Starfield city map, where they've put together fully interactive Starfield maps to explore the largest capitals Bethesda has yet made. So if you're itching to explore the Starfield Galaxy map right now, you will soon discover the finding that one system you're looking for isn't as easy as you thought it would be. The in-game Galaxy map doesn't have a search function and can feel a little clunky to operate. So link in the description, make sure you bookmark it. You are definitely going to need it, because getting around some of these places is a test, to say the least. For me, my biggest problem is going to like Neon City and trying to figure out what shops are where and what locations are where, and heading over to New Atlantis where the place is absolutely ginormous, and knowing where to get certain things. So this website definitely helps you, to say the least. Now, for those of you guys who do like Starfield, apparently there is a Starfield Steam review slump post-launch, and it's no longer very positive. It is definitely mostly positive, but it seems to be taking a hit absolutely everywhere, with the Metacritic sitting at a 6.8, I believe, with the current user reviews, and people are just slumping in ridiculously low reviews for absolutely no reason whatsoever. But this was one of the most anticipated games of 2023, and whether you're a Fallout, Skyrim, or Bethesda fan, you're probably keen to try out about Starfield, in which case you'll need a rundown of how to find the best Starfield missions, tricks and designs, and the best Starfield ships. Nonetheless, Starfield is attracting criticism for some players pushing down the open world game's Steam ratings. So, like always, and like every other place that we seem to see inside of these games, do not listen to the ratings inside of the internet. The Steam ratings are okay, although they are slowly starting to tank. Just ignore them, get in the game if you want to play the game. If you don't want to play the game, don't play the game. It just seems to be one of those moments where we're experiencing haters hating for no reason at all, and it is beyond frustrating. But one thing that we have got inside of here, and was supplied by a very good friend of mine, so hopefully you do enjoy his recording clip, but there is a location inside of the map where you can actually take exactly what you want from a vendor that doesn't really exist. You can go to a car facility and follow the path that's on the screen via Game Hero, and you're going to be able to find a puddle on the floor. Inside of that puddle is a bugged out shop where you can just take everything. Yeah, imagine Shepherd Supplies. It's absolutely mental, but you can just grab absolutely everything. Now, this is going to over encumber you quite quickly, but it's just one of those. If you want to take it, take it. If you don't want to take it, don't take it. Now, on top of this, we have got some Reddit posts right here that is really, really interesting to say the least. We have got 7.3 thousand upvotes on this. That states, so what's the best way to sell my 350,600 credits worth of contraband? Now, this thing looks absolutely bonkers. He seems to have 10 of the harvested organs in stack and another 5 in the harvested organs in stack, and they value at 13,500 each. That is absolutely disgusting to say the least. Absolutely disgusting to say the least. All this contraband, and it weighs up to a whopping amount. And what do you actually do with it? It is a very, very good question to say the least. Now, if you base this on the comments, the UC Authority, NPC Jesus, states, UC Authority here, we believe that you are holding contraband and be ready to be boarded. I do love Reddit. You guys are absolutely full of waffle. Now, there was a post that was quite interesting that was gone up on Reddit that has a very etchy, sketchy sort of meaning to it. But they state here, I'm convinced people who don't like Starfield wouldn't have liked Morrowind or Oblivion. Now, for me, Morrowind was not overly enjoyable. I wasn't a massive fan, but Oblivion I did binge the life out of. Now, the post goes on to state that Starfield has problems, sure, but this is hands down the most Bethesda game BGS has put out since 2007. It's hitting all those same buttons in my brain that Oblivion and Morrowind did, and the quests are great, and aesthetic is great. It's actually pretty well written, something you couldn't say for the Fallout 4 or big chunks of Skyrim, but the majority of the negative responses I've seen about the game, it gives me the impression that the people saying the stuff probably wouldn't have enjoyed pre-Skyrim BGS games either, especially not Morrowind. Anyone else getting the feeling? Now, for me, this is a really, really good point, and I think that these games are getting bad reviews based on the fact that it's not somebody's cup of tea, per se, but this is a very solid point indeed. Bethesda have a way of writing a story and have a way of being able to project how a world will look and how it's portrayed, and they are really, really good at it, which is why Fallout has got such a good reputation, and Skyrim has also got such a good reputation, alongside games like Oblivion. But people are slamming it into the high hilts after, one, either not putting much time into it, or two, destroying it because they just don't particularly enjoy the game. This is just not the way that these reviews should really stem out. Now, I like playing sports, but I don't particularly like FIFA. Does that mean it's a bad game? No, it's one of the best-selling sports games to date. So it doesn't mean that it's bad just because I don't enjoy it. I think that people really need to start looking a little bit heavier on their root cause when it comes to these reviews, and these reviews need to be taken with a pinch of salt. Don't base what you are going to play and what you are going to buy on a review. That's just the way that this thing works. Let me know your views on this in the comment section below. It'd be greatly appreciated. But that is unfortunately all we got time for today. If you haven't already, smash the beautiful blue thumbs up and subscribe, post notifications turned on. Thanks again for watching, guys. I appreciate all your faces, but as always, I'll see you in the clouds.